You wake up, everything is the same, but your protons are antiprotons, your electrons are positrons, you are a mirror image of a human made entirely of antimatter. You feel fine for exactly 1/1,000,000th of a second. Then you touch the surrounding air. Normal air is a lethal minefield. Nitrogen and oxygen molecules are waiting, they do not like you. The moment an antimatter atom hits a matter atom, they both vanish. They do not just explode, they convert 100% of their mass into pure energy. This is the most efficient reaction in the known universe. Every single breath you try to take is actually a series of trillion-degree thermonuclear detonations. Matter and antimatter are like opposing magnets with a grudge. When they meet, they undergo annihilation. This process releases gamma rays, pure high-energy light. Because you are a full-sized human, you possess roughly 70 kilograms of antimatter. In a standard chemical explosion, only a tiny fraction of mass becomes energy. Here, every single gram counts. The energy released by annihilating just 1 gram of matter and antimatter is roughly equivalent to the Hiroshima bomb. You are not just a person anymore. You are a walking, talking stockpile of 23,000 Hiroshimas. The skin on your surface is currently reacting with the atmosphere. The resulting flash is brighter than 1,000 suns. It is very bright. You don't have time to feel the heat. The speed of the reaction is limited only by the speed of light. Your nervous system is vaporized before the signal to feel pain can reach your brain. You are now a sphere of expanding plasma. The initial flash is just the appetizer. As your outer layer vanishes, the resulting energy pushes the rest of your antimatter body outward. This creates a shockwave of gamma radiation that strips the electrons off every atom in the neighborhood. This is called ionization. Everything within a few miles is instantly turned into a plasma soup. The ground beneath your feet doesn't just melt, it sublimates. The solid concrete and dirt turn directly into gas. The atmospheric pressure spikes so violently that the air itself begins to fuse. Small amounts of hydrogen in the air undergo nuclear fusion, adding more energy to the pile. Your existence has effectively created a stationary man-sized star on the surface of the Earth. The heat is now measured in millions of degrees. The local weather forecast for today is simply total annihilation. It is quite warm. Now the real physics kick in. You are still mostly there, just expanding. The energy release is so intense that it creates a relativistic fireball. This fireball expands at a significant fraction of the speed of light. The air cannot move out of the way fast enough. Instead, the air is compressed into a wall of fusion fuel. A ring of fire spreads across the continent. Forests are not burned, they are vaporized. Oceans don't boil, they are flashed into steam instantly. The shockwave circles the globe. It hits the opposite side of the planet with enough force to flatten mountains. The crust of the Earth begins to crack. Massive tectonic plates shift as the energy penetrates deep into the mantle. Magma fountains erupt across every coastline. The atmosphere is now a glowing shell of incandescent gas. The sky is no longer blue. It is a blinding, screaming white. The planetary surface is effectively scrubbed clean of all organic matter. Nothing survives. Not even the bacteria in the deep ocean. It is very quiet. We have moved past the local catastrophe. We are now discussing planetary disassembly. The total energy of 70 kilograms of antimatter reacting with 70 kilograms of matter is roughly 6.3 exajoules. For context, this is similar to the energy of a massive asteroid impact. The Earth's gravity tries to hold the planet together, but the internal pressure from the explosion is too high. The crust is blasted into space in giant molten shards. The oceans are gone. The atmosphere is blown away into the vacuum of the solar system. The Earth is no longer a sphere. It is an expanding cloud of superheated debris. The moon is pelted by a hail of planetary fragments. Some of these chunks are the size of cities. They impact the lunar surface at hypersonic speeds, creating new craters and sending moon dust spiraling into the void. The sun continues to shine, indifferent to the fact that the third planet from the center has just become a very bright, very temporary nebula. The solar system has one less rocky planet and a lot more radioactive gravel. The orbital mechanics of the remaining planets shift slightly. It is a messy divorce. It is very tidy. In the end, you have achieved the ultimate goal of efficiency. You converted your entire physical existence into light and heat. There is no body to bury. There is no ruins to mourn. There is just a glowing cloud of plasma where civilization used to be. The universe is slightly more disordered, but the math is perfect. Total annihilation is a clean process. It leaves nothing behind but the cold, uncaring void of space, and a very large amount of gamma radiation. It is efficient. Unfortunately, this does not exempt you from your obligations. Your homeowner's insurance policy specifically lists asteroids and nuclear war as covered perils. However, spontaneous antimatter transformation is considered an unlisted event. The claim is denied. You still owe the bank for your 30-year mortgage. If you enjoy the total destruction of the known universe for a simple question, you should probably subscribe. Join the What If Club, we have more terrible ideas coming.